Hello everyone and welcome to my new YouTube video on why we have public and static keyword in main function of any Java program. But before we begin the discussion, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and encourage me to bring new such videos. So let us begin with the discussion of why we have public and static keywords in main function of any Java program. If you look at a Java program, a general Java program has a class, then it has a main function, and the logic that you want to execute is to be written inside a main function. Uh, if you remember any program from C and C++, it only have void main as its signature or as its prototype to declare a main function. But when we switch to Java, we need to add public and static keyword to the void main function or the main function, and also it has some string type of command line arguments. So today we will see why we have to add public and static keyword to the main function in Java. So firstly we will see why we have a public keyword in front of a main function. So if you look at any main function, it is called by an init routine of an operating system. Being a function, it needs to get called by another function, and the main function is called by an init routine of an operating system. If you know, or if you have understanding about the access specifier that we have in Java, so we have four type of access specifiers. We have default access specifier, protected access specifier, private access specifier, and public access specifier, out of which we use public in front of main method. So here is the reason for that. When we have an access specifier as a private, that particular member of the class can be only used within the member of that same class. When we have a protected access specifier, we can access a member of a class in the inheritance line of that particular class, or that means that any class who inherits that particular class can use the members of that particular class. When we have a default access specifier, we can have our class or the members of the class can be accessed within the same package in which the class is declared. But whenever there is a need to access any member of a class, that is particularly a function of a class, from outside the package in which that class is created, then we need to put a public keyword in front of that particular function. So as our main function is called by an init routine, or is in short we will call it as our main function is called by an operating system, and that particular part of an operating system who is calling main function is not inside the same package in which our main function resides. As they are not in the same packages, not in the same package, we need to add public keyword so as to access a main function. So clear with that, then we will see why we have a static keyword in front of a main function. So now Java is an object oriented language, and every object oriented language generally has an object who will call or access any member function of any particular class. Here main is also a member of one or the other class, and hence as per the definition of an object oriented language, main should also get called by an object of the class in which main is declared. But object, being a runtime entity, can only get created when the program is in the execution mode, or when the program is in the running state, that is the program is running. And as we all know, generally a program starts with main function, meaning that program enters into execution mode when main start execution. Now if you understand this, you will find here that we are in the deadlock kind of situation, wherein we want our program to start execution by a main function, but as main function is inside a class, we want to have an object who will call the main function. But as an object is a runtime entity, it can only get created when the program starts execution. And the program will start execution when the main will start running. So it's kind of a circular deadlock in which nothing is happening. Our main is not running because it is a class function and requires an object to call. And our object is not getting created because the program is not yet started running. An object is a runtime entity. And that's why to break this deadlock situation, we have a static keyword. So how static helps here, we'll see. Any function which is created as a static doesn't require an object to call that function. A static function can get can get called using a class name and not by using an object. And this is how, by making a main function static, we can save ourselves from the problem of creating object first and then somehow calling main, because now being a static function, main will not require an object to call itself, but it will definitely require a class name. And this is the reason why we provide a class name when we try to run a program on a command prompt. If you remember a command prompt, how do we compile the program? We write the command java c for compiler and followed by the file name. There we provide the file name .java. But when after compilation we start running the program, we only write a command java and we pass the class name. This class name is passed over there because our main is declared as a static. So these are the reasons why we have a public and a static keyword in front of a main function in a Java program. Public helps us to call our main function from outside the package, and statics helps us to call our main function without creating an object of a class in which main function resides. So hopefully I have cleared the doubt about why we have a public and static functions, and this is all about today's video. Thank you.